hot tongue of flame. Has divorced Meg after horrid secret exposed by press pushed to breaking point. Prince Harry's statement, in which he claimed the media had crossed a line when covering his relationship with Meghan Markle, was described as a hot tongue of flame by royal correspondent Johnny Diamond. The royal family has been the subject of controversial BBC documentary The Princes and the Press, presented by Amol Rajan. The first episode of the two-part programme, which aired yesterday, examined the relationship between the media and Prince William and Harry. It looked at how the princes have tried to manage the press and the tension between the roles they were born into and their desire for a private life. The documentary also revisited Harry's unprecedented statement in which he accused the media of crossing a line with their coverage of his relationship with Meghan. He claimed in an extraordinary 2016 statement that there had been racial undertones to the press coverage and feared for Meghan's safety. In the documentary, royal correspondent Rhiannon Mills recalled her surprise when the statement was first released. Ms. Mills said, "I was sitting at home, it was a weekday morning, and all of a sudden this statement drops in my inbox." The documentary also revisited Harry's unprecedented statement in which he accused the media of crossing a line with their coverage of his relationship with Meghan. He claimed in an extraordinary 2016 statement that there had been racial undertones to the press coverage and feared for Meghan's safety. In the documentary, royal correspondent Rhiannon Mills recalled her surprise when the statement was first released. Ms. Mills said, "I was sitting at home, it was a weekday morning, and all of a sudden this statement drops in my inbox. But Harry felt he wants to do it." The statement was also unique in its direct and public reference to the private life of a member of the monarchy. The statement claimed, "The past week has seen a line crossed. Meghan has been subject to a wave of abuse and harassment. Some of it has been very public. The smear on the front page of a national newspaper, the racial undertones of comment pieces, and the outright sexism and racism of social media trolls and web article comments." The palace statement also mentioned nightmarish nightly legal battles to keep defamatory statements out of newspapers, and Meghan's mother Doria Ragland having to struggle past photographers to get to her front door. It ended with a call for understanding of the Duke of Sussex's plight. It read, "He has asked for this statement to be issued in the hopes that those in the press who have been driving this story can pause and reflect before any further damage is done." A former girlfriend of Prince Harry has admitted she feels lucky that the split up and that their relationship did not last because of the lifestyle it brought. Florence St. George, a former model who dated Prince Harry in 2011, said she struggled with the media attention their relationship received. She also said that she takes her hat off to people who can cope with that lifestyle, potentially referring to the Duke of Sussex's wife Meghan Markle, who he married in 2018. "My privacy ended abruptly, and the scrutiny began," she told Magazine. A new story would appear almost every day in the press. "My school friends were interrogated and there were photographers outside my front door. I take my hat off to those people who can cope with that lifestyle, but I knew I couldn't. Although it was sad at the time, I feel lucky that the relationship was short-lived." Mrs. St. George ultimately married Henry St. George, the vice president of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, in 2014, and the couple now have two children, Iris and Jimmy. Another of Prince Harry's high-profile relationships was with Zimbabwean lawyer Chelsea Davy, whom the Duke had known since his school days. However, she also ended their romance after realizing she wasn't cut out for royal life, with the realization reportedly coming after she watched the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge tie the knot in 2011. Royal biographer Robert Lacey explains in his book Battle of Brothers that shortly after the wedding, where Harry had been his brother's best man, Chelsea finally ended their long romance.